Hello everyone. I am happy to know that you've liked the first 10 Maths Lab activity videos that were shared to you earlier. So now this is the 11th Maths Lab activity for class 10th. It is the comparison of surface area of the two right circular cylinders. The aim of the activity is to compare the curved surface areas and the total surface area of two right circular cylinders which are formed from a rectangular sheet of paper with same dimensions. What is the pre-acquired knowledge? The pre-acquired knowledge is the construction of a cylinder from a rectangular sheet of paper by paper folding. Then the area of the rectangle, that is the length into breadth, the circumference of and the area of a circle, which are equal to 2 pi r and pi r square respectively. Material required: the geometry box, colored glazed paper or the origami sheets, the sketch pens, pair of scissors, Fevicol or any other adhesive, and the sellotape. So to compare the surface area of the cylinder, I take two identical rectangular strips of length 14 centimeter by 7 centimeters, and what I do is I fold them in two different ways. One, I fold along the length to form the cylinder, and the second one I'll be folding along its breadth. So if I fold it along the length, taking the axis to be as the breadth, I get a rectangle of this kind. So then in that case, this 14 centimeters becomes the circumference 2 pi r, and this side of 7 centimeter becomes the height h of the cylinder. So this is equal to 2 pi r, and this is equal to the height h of the cylinder. Now if we take the radius of the cylinder formed to be as r1, then in that case 2 pi r1 will be equal to 14 centimeters or not. So 2 pi r1 is equal to 14 can give me the value of the radius r1 of the cylinder. H1 I know is how much? The height of the cylinder is equal to 7 centimeters. So using R1 and H1, I can find out the curved surface area by the formula 2 pi R1 H1, and the total surface area as 2 pi R1 into H1 plus R1, and note it down. And now let us find out the second case wherein I will be folding the cylinder in another way. So now let us take up the second strip. This second strip of rectangle, which is having the length as 14 centimeter and the breadth as 14 centimeter, is now to be folded along the breadth now. Earlier I had folded it along the length and I had cylinder of like this shape. Now what I do is, now I'll be folding it along the breadth. So I'll be getting a cylinder of this kind. Now this cylinder that has been formed, it has the height of the cylinder now is equal to 14 centimeter, and 7 centimeter becomes the circumference. So 2 pi r is equal to 7 centimeters and h is equal to 14 centimeters. So now if r2 is the radius of this cylinder, that means 2 pi r2 is equal to 7 centimeters. I can find out the radius r2. h2 I know is equal to 14 centimeters. So knowing R2 and H2, I can find out the curved surface area and the total surface area for the second rectangle also. So we note down the curved surface area and the total surface areas of both the cylinders and try to compare them. I will find out that the curved surface area is what? It is the equal to the rectangle, and the rectangles were identical in the two cases. I will be getting the curved surface area comes out to be the same, whereas the total surface area comes out to be different. Let me tell you what all is to be written in your lab files. You will note down the procedure in the lab file, exactly the same as I had demonstrated the activity to you. First, taking the two rectangular identical sheets and then folding them into two different ways, one along the length and the other along the breadth. Now for that, I will join them end to end and take a sellotape and simply seal the edges with the sellotape, so that I get two different cylinders, cylinder 1 which is shown in the figure 1 and cylinder 2 which is shown in the figure 2. In the first case, 2 pi r1 is equal to 14 centimeters and h1 is equal to 7 centimeters. Whereas in the second case, the circumference is equal to 2 pi r2 is equal to 7 centimeters and the height h2 is equal to now 14 centimeters. Let me tell you the pasting work also. The first figure, you will be having the first rectangular strip which is of the length 14 centimeters and breadth 7 centimeters, and then I have folded this strip along the length to get a cylinder and seal the edges using a sellotape. The second figure has again the same identical rectangular strip of side 7 centimeters by 14 centimeters. This time I have made a change. I have just rolled it along the 7 centimeter side such that the circumference comes out to be 2 pi r is equal to 7 centimeters and the height comes out to be 14 centimeters. Let us note down the observations now. In the first case, the length of the rectangle is equal to circumference of the base of the cylinder, which is equal to 2 pi r1 is equal to 14, and accordingly I can find out the radius r1, which comes out to be 7 upon pi. The breadth of the rectangle is equal to height of the cylinder, which is equal to 7 centimeters, and I can find out the curved surface area 2 pi r1 h1, which comes out to be 98 centimeters square. Exactly same way, using this C1, if I add the area of the top and the base, pi r square plus pi r square, I can find out the total surface area, which comes out to be C1 plus 2 pi r square, and that comes out to be how much? It comes out to be 98 into 1 plus pi upon pi centimeter square. So I found out the curved surface area and the total surface area in the first rectangle. The same procedure is going to be used in the second cylinder also. Let us take up the second case. For the rectangle 2, the breadth of the rectangle is equal to now the circumference of the cylinder. So the breadth comes out to be how much? It comes out to be 2 pi r2 is equal to 7 centimeters. The height h2 is equal to how much? The height h2 is equal to the length of the rectangle, which is equal to 14 centimeters. That is h2. So I can find out the curved surface area, which comes out to be 2 pi r2 h2, and it comes out to be 98 centimeters square again. Can you compare that? Last time also we had 98 centimeters square. Let's find out the total surface area. It is going to be equal to the curved surface area plus the area of the base and the top, which is equal to 2 pi r2 square plus c2, which comes out to be 49 into 1 plus 4 pi upon pi. In the previous case, it was how much? It was 98 into 1 plus pi upon pi. Now it is coming out to be different, but the curved surface area was 98 earlier also, and it is again 98. So we can safely say that the curved surface area remains the same, but the total surface area can be different. So the result is that the curved surface area or the lateral surface areas of the two cylinders of different height and radius formed from the two rectangular sheets of paper of same dimensions are same, but the total surface area of the two cylinders of different height and radius formed from the two rectangular sheets of paper of same dimensions are not same. So what are the learning outcomes? We will learn from this experiment that the concept of comparison of surface area, the curved surface area and the total surface area of two cylinders formed from the two rectangular sheets of paper of same dimensions is more clear here. Students can understand easily that the curved surface area C1 is equal to C2, but the total surface area, that is T1 and T2, they are not equal though. So T1 is not equal to T2, but C1 is equal to C2. So this activity, you can see the video and do it up. I hope it is going to be easy for you to understand. Thank you so much.